Vocabulary review. Guan, fling, toss, throw. Dan, egg or bomb, grenade. Deck, a complete set of 54 cards. 2 through 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace, Black Joker, Red Joker. Pip, numeral cards. Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Face cards. Jack, Queen, King. Suit, the black or red symbols on cards. Hearts, diamonds, spades, and clubs. Counterclockwise, or anti-clockwise, if you're from the UK. Left to right from each player's perspective. Declarers, winning team of the previous hand that sets the level for the current hand. Dealer, person who distributes, deals, cards to the players. Draw, pull a card from the deck. Shuffle, rearrange the deck into a random order. Cut the deck, split the deck into 2 piles by moving a random quantity of cards from the top of the pile and placing them at the bottom. Tribute, giving away your best card. Trick, the cards played in each round. Trump, level cards valued higher than aces. Single, 1 card of any value. Pair, 2 cards of the same value. Triple, 3 cards of the same value. Full house, triple plus pair. The pair value doesn't matter. Straight, exactly 5 consecutive cards in natural order, and are not all of the same suit. Tube, 3 consecutive pairs in natural order. Plate, 2 consecutive triples. Bomb vocabulary. Quadruple, 4 of a kind. Quintuple, 5 of a kind. Straight flush, exactly 5 consecutive cards in natural order and are all of the same suit. Sextuple, 6 of a kind. Septuple, 7 of a kind. Octuple, 8 of a kind. Nonuple, 9 of a kind. Decuple, 10 of a kind. Let's have a look at an example game. This round is being played at level 4. Therefore, 4s are the trump card. They fall between Ace and Black Joker. And the 4s of hearts are wild cards. They can be used in place of other cards, excluding jokers. The first player begins with a 2, followed by an ace, and a black joker, and a red joker. And no one beat the red joker, so the player on the left begins the next trick with a pair of 2s, followed by a pair of 3s, a pair of 5s, a pair of 6s, a pair of 8s, a pair of 10s, a pair of jacks, a pair of aces, and then the bottom player plays a pair of 4s, which are the trump card because it's level 4. So these are the level cards, and they beat the aces. The bottom player then takes the lead with a single 6, followed by a black joker, and the bottom player takes that with a red joker, and takes the lead again with a 9, followed by a single king, followed by a 4. Again, the 4 is the level card, so it's trump. Since the next 3 players passed, and no one beat that 4, the player on the left begins the next trick and plays a single 7, followed by a king, followed by another 4 from the player at the top. No one beat that 4, so the player at the top begins the next trick with a full house, 3 high, 3 3s and 2 2s, followed by a full house of 3 5s and 2 6s, followed by a full house of 3 7s and 2 5s, followed by a full house of 3 kings and 2 10s. Since no one beat that full house with triple kings, the player to the right began the next trick with a plate. triple twos and triple threes, followed by bomb, quadruple sevens, followed by another bomb, four nines, another bomb, quadruple jacks, another bomb, quadruple queens. No one beat those four queens, so the player at the top led the next trick with a pair of fives, followed by a pair of kings, followed by, what's this? An ace and a four. Oh, but remember, 4 is the level. So these are the wild cards. 4 of hearts is a wild card. So a 4 of hearts and an ace equates to 2 aces. But the player to the right beats that with 2 fours, which are the level cards, and level cards are higher than aces. No one beat that pair of fours, so the player on the right should have led the next trick. But I lost track of whose turn it was while arranging all the cards and taking all of the pictures and so on. So I made a mistake and led with the bottom player next. The bottom player led with a full house, 3 queens and 2 eights. That player was out of cards first. Therefore, that player won the game, or at least the round. And the next player didn't beat that full house. So the teammate on the other side at the top takes the lead of the next trick. The player at the top began with a pair of 10s, followed by a pair of jacks, followed by bomb, 4 eights, followed by another bomb, 4 aces. No one was able to beat that bomb of 4 aces, so the player at the top began the next trick, leading and going out with a single 9, followed by a single king. Now, these remaining 2 players are on the same team, and the other team has already won and scored 3 points, so they don't really need to continue, but they did anyway, to compete for 3rd and 4th place. The player on the right couldn't beat that single king, so the player on the left leads the next trick with a pair of 10s, which the player on the right still can't beat. So the player on the left plays and goes out with a pair of queens. Game over. We have 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Of course, it's not really game over, it's just the end of that round. If you recall, that round began at level 4, and the player at the bottom led the first trick. The player at the bottom and the player at the top are on the same team, and they were declarers. They went out 1st and 2nd respectively, so they scored 3 points and will advance 3 levels in the next round. Therefore, the next round will begin at level 7. Since the player at the bottom went out first, he or she will shuffle the cards. The player to the left of the shuffler will then cut the cards. Since the player on the right went out 4th, that player will draw the first card, and drawing will continue in a